That's the kind of fight it's gonna be.
Call me Snake.
I'm your huckleberry.
I'm telling you straight. It's my way or the highway. So anybody who wants to walk, do it now.
Let's go. Come on, everybody. Yes.
Would you classify that as a launch problem or a design problem?
I don't know.
To be a moron. To be Morocco. An imbecile. Like the dumbest motherfucker that ever...
All right. You know what? To the hell with it. I'm just gonna start early. Oh, why am I? Hello. There we go. And then with it. There you go. Okay, it caught up. It's a little delayed. I think my computer needs a nap after I've been away for a little while. It's one of those things. It's almost like when you don't drive your car for a little while and the battery gets all shite. It feels a bit like that. I feel like I'm on a slight delay. But the mic's okay. It'll probably hop in. At one point, it has a lot to do, it seems, these days with Ecamm not liking the fact that I'm watching videos on Safari and having a lot of Safari windows open. Then it gets very panicked. Seems very peculiar that way. So I can only have, apparently there's a heavy draw on stuff that it's just very confused about. And if I start shutting things, or at least closing windows, then it wakes back up. I feel like Scotty in Star Trek going, I'll have to divert power from life support, Anyways, hi chat room, greatest chat room in the history of chat rooms. It's Hal Sparks Megaworldwiide. Like, subscribe, give a thumbs up, support the show. Man, I gotta tell you, the right is eating themselves up right now. It's glorious to watch. We've got so much to cover. We're going to put this at the end so I can, because this is so great. We'll jump right in. Obviously, there's multiple levels of this. Let's start with the continued fallout from the maggot paranoia about the Charlie Kirk elimination. Of course, Pete Hegseth bombing more boats, sight unseen, no evidence whatsoever that anybody on the boat's doing anything but moving, from one apartment to another. Apparently, there's an elitist plot to sneak AI through, and only Glenn Beck, the dumbest host, and that's saying a lot, on the Blase, is the only one that can save us all, I guess, at this point. The Mess and his wife, Debbie, are there. Trump, of course, blathering at his own bizarre fucking... this looks like a play about Trump. We're going to sum up the entire Trump era in one night. And it's a play about when he's yammering on about some bullshit. There's all kinds of crises going on, and he just vapor locks in the middle of the dance floor. That's what it feels like. And then, of course, he does a charity auction or some shit like that. But we got to start, kids, please. All that's fun. All that's crazy. All that's wacky. It's so much fun. But we got to start at the beginning. We gotta stop. We gotta start the show where the fit is hitting the shan. Ladies and gentlemen, there are few nuggets in the maggot distrust of everyone that are as juicy as the one we're about to look at. Now, I know what you're saying. Obviously, Trump's friends are all over the Epstein files, clearly, except for the fact that he doesn't have any friends. So he's a fellow co-conspirator. He and his fellow co-conspirators are all over it and stuff. And maggots are finally waking up to that and whatever, and they'll take their own sweet time. But I got to tell you, the title of this video, this was. I got to say, kids, this was like calling. And I got to say, I got to give it to our dear friend CSL for finding this one. This is it. I think this is it.
Whoa, I love that feeling. Zipper hoods have got the goods. Owie, owie, oh. Points and thongs and vests and thongs. Whoa, I love that feeling. Zipper hoods have got the goods. Owie, owie, oh. Boink, boink, doobie-doo. You know what I wanna do. Yay! Boink, boink, doobie-doo. You know what I wanna do. Hot stuff.
So apparently, the title of this video, it just says they're all gay. But okay. Full confession. I was when I was on Queer as Folk, I was caught in what I would call double entendre hell, because everything was a sex joke. It wasn't until I was on Queer as Folk that I understood how disgusting the phrase was. Do you mind if I squeeze in behind you? I caused a cascade of laughter with that one on a day of shooting. That became a running gag for a week. I'm shocked that it didn't make it into a script. I always held out hope it'll sneak in someplace, but no matter what you do, you're always stuck in there. The title of this one, this is from Tucker Carlson's network. You guys are familiar with Tucker Carlson.
The biggest... I like wood.
There he is, yeah.
Deeper and longer.
Obviously. And the title of this, You Are Blowing My Mind. Right now, you are blowing my mind. And my other parts. Milo explains why there are so many closeted gays on the right. Well, let's start with you're not allowed to be out, for by and large. And because they treat all gay people like they're pedophiles. And part of that is because the ones on their side are. And so they don't know the other kind. Like all the free adult normal ones are all on our side. It's the same reason they support Donald Trump, and the family values conservatives are like, why are all men like this? They're not. Yours are. So, anyways, they're all gay. is the title of this, and it's going to be difficult, chat room. This one's gonna be rough. I don't know how we're gonna get through. I don't know how we're gonna get through this one.
I like wood.
It's gonna drag out.
Deeper and longer.
Whatever you do. So wish me luck. On the other side of, they're all gay. All right, sure. Here we go.
There does seem to be a connection, but it does. The incidence of closeted homosexuality on the right is like
In that room.
overwhelming. It's like way above what you would imagine is statistically probable.
Yeah, it's like statistically, it's weird that there are more closeted people in the unaccepting side than on the accepting side.
I like wood.
It's kind of weird.
3 straight guys on the right. It's like Alex, you, and I have a floating wild card just in case I forgot anybody. Who else is there? Who else is there? I mean, maybe the Tate.
I don't know who else is there. By the way, did someone slap you on the back while you were fucking Cash Patel? What is this? What happened? I don't know. Also, wait a minute. You're including Tucker? You don't believe the demon scratches, do you? Oh my God.
But who else is there?
What is that? I don't understand.
There's such a...
Yeah. You totally don't. It's a mystery. Like, that's so weird. Who even does that?
long... there's such a long relationship, a long happy marriage between conservative politics and homosexuality.
I would call it a happy marriage. I would say it was more of a contentious hate fuck, but happy marriage? What the shit?
And it's easy to joke about it and say, oh, it's all of the bells and smells and frocks of the religious dimension to it all, or it's the pomp and circumstance of power, or but
the New Testament is really tough on homosexuality, so I don't see it as a.
No, it isn't.
That's certainly not a Christian thing.
It's not a Christian.
Yeah, no, it's not a Middle Eastern thing in general. I don't know if you know this, but gay people don't fare very well under any of the Abrahamic traditions when applied directly.
But of course, it's
as a topical ointment. The Abrahamic traditions are not particularly good as a spray the gay away.
Easy to understand with the sort of obscene, obese heresies of the type that obtain in this country. I mean, in a country where the prosperity gospel can thrive.
You're right.
Who would be surprised?
Yeah, I mean, honestly.
Right? It's not an authentic faith as we would know it. I sometimes tease you about your denomination, but Episcopalian Church is as close to us as it's possible to get, and was designed to be
us. I think he means Catholic.
A mirror to High Anglicanism, which was indistinguishable from Catholicism. And at its best, it's a very similar creed, and with a very similar style and similar beliefs,
Yes, I understand. It doesn't really matter, though, because hypocrisy is immaterial to the mask that you wear. You're full of shit no matter what the face you put on is. It's not about the face at that point. It's about you and how full of shit you are.
Yeah. So, but as soon as you wander away from that, in America, just like mental.
So, but what is, and I'm not attacking anybody.
No, I'm just asking questions that are, cowardly, not implying things. I'm allowing for the inference thereof.
And I never want to out people because I don't, it's not my business, right? I've never done it. And maybe.
I live to out people. I live to out people. On which subject? Cory Booker. Did you see?
But what is that? Why is it so common on the right? Well, of course on the left too, but on the right with closeted gay.
No, not of course on the left too. No.
Like I don't get that.
It's an interesting question I've never heard a really good answer to. I'll be honest with you.
I got a great one. You guys live and you have an intolerant system with a direct power structure. You control large swaths of rural America. If you're going to come out of those areas there and you're gay, there are basically two ways that you can you can do it. You can leave and go someplace else entirely and live openly, like, move to a blue state in a blue city, or you can stay where you are and fake all of the rest of your life. You go along to get along. And so, of course, as you go higher up the ladder, the more those confines affect your personality and your choices and the depth of your hypocrisy and what you're willing to put up with while you're living one lie.
I suppose I should have a good answer to that, but I don't. And I think if it's about anything, it's about the exercise of power over others.
Yes.
Dirty, stanky, smacky power.
I feel that. I have no idea exactly why that's true, but I feel that's true.
What's the worst thing about magic?
The way the dude stands, how they all look. David Copperfield. Let's just say that. Okay, fuck that. David Copperfield is the worst thing about magic. Clearly. I mean, Penn and Teller are good guys. Chris Angel's got his issues, but a pretty decent fellow. Nathan Burton, lovely human being. Almost everyone I've ever met at the Magic Castle, terrific. Pretty much David Copperfield is the worst thing about magic.
It's not that you can turn a person into a frog, or
you're right. It isn't.
You can make yourself look more beautiful, or you can whatever. What's the worst thing about magic is that it robs others of agency, that you can make them do things they don't want to do.
I think that's hypnotism, but even then,
worst and most sinister bit of
I think he means like magic with a CK, like real magic, like actual like love potions. Okay.
Magic is that you can trick someone or compel someone against their will to fall in love with you, or to throw themselves off a cliff.
Oh yeah, I get you. So kind of like if you grew up a nepo baby rich kid and never had a real job in your fucking life, but you wear like blue collary kind of upper middle class clothing and live in a fake like log cabin to give yourself that down home feeling and shoot videos where you talk about how Christian and what a great hunter you are just to fit in with a crowd of people that you wouldn't give the time of day. You mean like that? I mean, I'm just spitballing here, obviously.
I like wood. Deeper and longer.
Slavery, yeah.
Exactly. The most frightening thing about magic is its ability to compel the wills of others.
Yes.
Right? And that's what I think homosexuals are seeking because they feel so powerless in their own lives and have this understanding that they are broken people without agency over their own sex lives, over their bodies, over that down there.
Your shoes, your loafers.
I don't even have control over me, but I'm damn well going to have control over you. That's, I think, a lot of it. And
I think that's just BDSM. I think, pretty much. Also, I think a lot of gay people who are out don't have that fucking problem at all.
So if you dovetail that in with the more...
I know you're telling the truth here. I don't fully understand what you're saying, but I...
I know it's the truth, but I don't understand it.
I like wood.
Get the fuck out of here.
Deeper and longer.
Oh, God. Listen to that shit again. Listen to he said this he said 3 versions of this already several times. I don't know what you mean, but I so get it. I have no idea what you're saying, but I'm hearing what you're saying.
If you dovetail that in with the more...
I know you're telling the truth here. I don't fully understand what you're saying, but it comports with a lot of what I've seen.
This sums up so much of Tucker Carlson's inability to comprehend anyone's life but that of an upper class twit of the year.
Feel as though if you are a person who intuits that...
By the way, thank you guys for coming to Cracker Barrel. Would you can I get you you want a dessert menu or just a check? Are we doing 1 check or 2 checks today? one. I can tell it's one, isn't it? Which one of you? I know one of you will like. Do you appreciate our decor?
I like wood.
How would you like to stay here a while?
Deeper and longer.
I understand it. Okay.
You have a lack of control, of power, of agency over your own.
Yeah, elected officials who could literally help make gay marriage legal and give rights to people. You have no fucking control. This is ridiculous. This might be an answer as to why, there are gay right-wing voters, although whatever. But this is certainly not an explanation for why people in that hold high office would be closeted and gay and feel powerless. Seriously, like Lindsey Graham could have joined with other people and gotten gay marriage passed, and the only thing he would have lost is his job in the Republican Party.
Desires, your own urges, and even your biological, anatomical, your
wiener. Just your.
I like wood.
Your ding dong. Just say it. You've got no control over your twig and berries. You know, you're a master of ceremonies. You giggle stick.
Your physical responses, like I can't stop getting aroused by men. What?
Now, Tucker, thank you for rephrasing this so in a way that Tucker can understand.
Is that you're going to want to exercise power elsewhere over others.
Oh, that's so interesting.
And
no, it isn't.
Being sucked into the next.
And you know, which can happen. I've heard of that, people being sucked in to the whole thing. It's true. In the cloakroom, even.
Of intersectional blah, 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 you're going to be tempted by explicit magic as well as the implicit magic.
Well,
Oh, I see. So once you start fucking other men, you're going to want to fuck a black one, and then a Hispanic one, and then a tall one, and a short one. And then you're going to want to be have it be a mystery and stick your dick in a hole in a truck stop bathroom and then end up with scratches on your sides.
I like wood. Deeper and longer.
Mm-hmm.
Of whatever. And so, dovetail that with right-wing authoritarianism and I have to say, I'm sorry to say it, I must say it.
Say it!
Dimensions, in some respects, I can see that might be something that attracts homosexuals to the Catholic Church, for instance. Just the illusion of being a bishop. I mean,
or National Review magazine.
Well,
or National Review magazine. I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna make it. National Review or truck stops. National Review. That's awesome. Oh, shit. What the fuck? Oh, that's ridiculous. I can understand how it would, bring people to the Catholic Church or National Review magazine. Project 2025, sure. Just like it's like a dick magnet. What? Do tell. Wait.
Just the illusion of being a bishop. I mean,
or National Review magazine.
Well,
which is
just say me. It's all right. I'm happy to talk about the Catholic element of it. I mean, the bishops are all faggots. I mean, they're all whoopsies. They're all
whoopsies.
Oh, come on! Don't pretend you don't know the. I don't even know these words. I couldn't possibly be one. I don't even know all the slang. How can I be in the club? I don't even know the password. Whoopsie. What does that mean? As if you haven't seen an episode of Monty Python, you tit.
I like that one. it contains within it a kernel of the sort of slapstick that I think we have to. One of the ways I got myself off it was imagining myself in that situation.
Oh, by off it, he means cock. He's an ex-gay. This is 60 dicks a minute.
Situation as ridiculous. Like, I can't even perceive that I would do something so ridiculous. Like, laughing at it became, because like laughter is the death of arousal, right?
I totally agree.
So I read this, or something like that when
You don't have to tell him. Have you seen that shirt?
Well, anyone who's ever been laughed at naked can tell you that.
Yeah. Well, never have, but
But neither.
I tell you, no, but I mean, like it's I think it's a famous like British.
All right, who would even bring that up as a thing? Who? Honestly, I don't know. Well, I like it sounds oddly defensive.
Particularly a British like injunction, that laughter is the death of arousal or whatever, and.
Obviously, you've never had fun sex. How imagine living a life so lame that you've never had fun sex. All the sex has either been like obligatory or forced intensity. It's all got to look like something out of a fucking 80s action movie. The obligatory sex scene in that, or whatever, but. Like, but Iron Man 1, like, anybody? When he sleeps with the reporter and they're rolling around, they laugh and fall out of the bed. Like, who can't relate to that? Just me? All right, fine. That's what happens. Hi there. I've had far too much fun.
And I just thought, okay, well, how about if I start thinking about it as ridiculous? Because it is ridiculous. I mean, like you and the football team, like it is ridiculous. And so that's one of the ways.
Yeah, it is ridiculous. You're never going to get the whole team. I mean, just you in a room and 3 second string guys.
So, but no, this.
That is so true.
Yeah, it's like Tucker. That is so true. You're never going to get the whole football team. Hey, but it's not for lack of trying, Tuck.
Seeing themselves as powerless even to control their own bodies and knowing on some level, I think homosexuals seek out those places. And, you see on the
so
left
this
as
is why you might want to bomb Iran and Venezuela.
Yeah, bomb.
Right, yes, Trump is gay. That's what he's that's what he's talking about. That's what he means by that. That is literally what he's talking about. That is the argument he's making. Trump wants to bomb Iran and Venezuela because he's gay. This is Tucker Carlson speaking with Milo Yiannopoulos, formerly canceled Milo Yiannopoulos, who said, that like underage boys and older gay men have a natural, mentoring kind of sexual relationship, and got booted for saying that. and now that they're both together making the argument that did I take that wrong? Let's back this up.
Their own bodies and knowing on some level, I think homosexuals seek out those places. And, you see on the left.
This is why you might want to bomb Iran and Venezuela.
Yeah, bomb
Iraq.
Iran. What's gayer? I'm not saying he was a practicing homosexual physically, but is there anything gayer than John McCain's like bloodlust? Seen through this,
or his protégés. No.
Seen through this prism.
What? Okay, first of all, McCain's bomb Iran thing, he was making a joke about how people in the cabinet, like John Bolton, are always singing that old refrain, bomb Iran. They're always singing it. He wasn't suggesting that. He was like, he caught shit for that he didn't deserve in that situation. But what the shit is he... his proteges. Sorry, is Trump a protege? Who the fuck bombed Iran and Venezuela, and who just bombed a fucking like port, basically a dock on as part of their territory, and is talking with Netanyahu about bombing Iran a second time.
I mean, he's even got the fat friend. It's his daughter. Like he even bred the fat best friend. Like is there a more ostentatious like fag hag in America than Meghan McCain? She hates herself. She's fat. She's crazy. She's every gay man's dream. She can't dress. She's
Why is that every gay man's dream?
Yeah, explain to Tucker why he has the urges he has.
Because they want to visit upon their female friends the cruelty they wish that they could perform on their mothers.
Whoa.
They want to make her feel fat and ugly. And
what? What the fuck is he talking about? Like, half the time, women who have like these kind of performative gay friends that he's kind of talking about, it's because they're like a fucking cheering section. What is he talking about? That's the exact opposite. It's they seek support from those women that they might not have gotten from their mothers, I guess, if you want to go that way, but it doesn't fucking matter. They're looking for, each of them are looking for someone to support them in spite of what the world says about them. God, this is so odd.
Ridiculous, because that's what their mother did to them, and there was no dad around to protect them, and their mother was just this overbearing, terrible, sort of the Jungian devouring mother.
All of this has been banned in the United States, so I don't even think people are familiar with these concepts anymore.
Right. So
what has been banned in the United States?
Keep it simple. Imagine like.
Oh, maybe he means conversion therapy. So he's like, tell them how they converted you or something. Milo Yiannopoulos.
A female like Lutheran pastor or a female Jewish rabbi, and they're this like, hey, it's great to grieve. Like, that's for a TV show, but just like one of those, right? This is
no, I don't know what you mean. The fuck are you talking about?
Horrible, overbearing monstrousness that on some level the homosexual knows is what's made him like this.
Yes. Yes, the overbearing Episcopalian minister who's female, who is so disconnected from the death around her that she jokes about it in front of a sitcom character that doesn't actually fucking exist.
Because dad wasn't around, so mom did it. All right? This is what... By the way, this is why trans was so popular, because it got parents off the hook. If you've got a gay kid, you did something, but if your kid has a disease and was born into the wrong body, well, that's not your fault, is it? And you get all this sympathy and, all your friends are like, oh, you got a trans kid, how tough for you? No, you got a faggot because you raised a faggot because you're a terrible parent.
Wow. I guess this is the, malignant self-hatred. Is that what we're referring to here? Good Lord. I mean, it's this is what you expect from the programming over at Tucker Carlson's network.
That's what's really going on. They want to avoid that, so instead, no.
Something about like so two closeted gay tropes. In this channel, yes, both of them together. Ali Osher, both of them are the definition of exactly what they are, I guess. Trying to define as this kind of, they're trying to define this trope through their own projection.
Chop its ding dong off and say it's got a disease. Like, that's why it was so popular with single moms.
Amazing.
Amazing. I don't know what you're saying, but I hear it and words.
That's why trans was so popular with single moms, because it got them off the hook. It means they didn't turn their son gay when they know they did. They know they did. They know they did. And the sons know they did. And the sons grow up being cruel to women because of what mom did to them.
What? Sorry, where's this? What is he? Maybe it's the circle he runs in. You know what I mean? Maybe the only birds of a feather, as it were. So he only finds other gay men who treat women like shit. So he doesn't recognize that. That's so odd.
So they're hostile toward their moms, even though many
Well,
gay men I've known have had very
this close relationship,
right.
But it's a toxicity. It's a codependent relationship that they know is they can't. So sometimes they can't visit this cruelty on their mom because they have this close relationship with their mom, but they do it on other women. It's redirected, right? It's transferred onto other women because they love mommy. Like, why would I do that, my mom? But so on some level, they know that she did that. She did that. So.
But just to catch you up, Milo Yiannopoulos' self-perception is that he is no longer gay, and he is straight now. He's not stuck in the closet. He ran into the closet and slammed the door. He was like an out and proud, in theory. I would like super flamboyant right-wing homosexual, in the parlance. And then he decided it was no longer either fashionable or helpful, and the trend towards like equality or understanding or live and let live faded on the right. It was short-lived anyways. And so the only way to prosper, fix yourself, or even remedy the fact that he said what he said about young men and, like underage boys and older gay men and this mentoring sexual thing, only way to get out of this, just stop being gay and say, I'm cured. Right. So that's where this is coming from, just so you know. And so his premise, I'm guessing, it seems, is that he blames his mom, or his mom turned him gay because she was overbearing and there's no father around. So it's something along those lines. That's the angle he's taking. It's ridiculous, but there you go.
Force women into ever more uncomfortable and ever uglier outfits and throw them down runways on, in 10-inch heels, or they.
I beg your pardon. In the immortal words of David Lee Roth, no, don't take them off. Don't take them off. Leave them on. Leave them on.
What? So you think the fashion industry is acting this out?
Of course it is. I mean,
have you seen the rags they're putting these women in? It's terrible.
What other explanation could there be for the intolerable ugliness of the catwalk?
I'm gonna float this out there, and I'm just gonna leave it there. You do what you will with it. Come back. Maybe you find it ugly because you would prefer to see scantily clad, incredibly fit men walking down that catwalk, I guess. So, just saying, as a straight male myself, when I see a fashion show, I got to be honest. Most of the time, the last thing I'm focused on is whether or not the clothing designs are attractive or good. I would argue that most of the time when you see high fashion or fashion week, it's more like seeing the like concept cars at an auto show. Like, nobody really is going to wear this. It's just the extremes of what my designs are like, and then we pare it down for when we sell it at Kohl's. I guess so I don't expect anybody to actually walk around in these outfits. Yes? But the women are clearly attractive. And so I don't get caught up and go, ugh, this is ugly. I got to say, that's not my, I would say that's not my or his reaction to.
You are blowing my mind on so many
Wait till later.
levels I can't even.
I mean, sure, we used to have, when society was working properly, you would.
When was that? 1830?
Have you ever seen Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris?
No.
It's a lovely
Bullshit, you so have.
movie about a char lady,
Housekeeper?
Yes, housekeeper, yes, to Americans. Yeah. See, I don't know charwoman, and you've never seen Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris, who dreams of one day owning a couture Dior dress, like the person that she works for, right? And she saves up, and there's calamities with her money, and some boyfriend, whatever. And eventually, she manages to go to Paris, and she manages to get the dress, right? And when society was properly ordered, there were these aspirational beauty standards and these aspirational lifestyle goals that included gorgeous tailoring and beautiful
Yeah, but they were out of the reach of everyone except like 15 fucking people. When society was ordered and only the really, really rich could afford nice clothes. Remember those days?
Silhouettes for women that accentuated their course characters. It's not like that now, is it?
It never was. The vast majority of women in the United States during the times that he's talking about sewed their own fucking clothes from patterns they bought in a Sears catalog, you dummy. They didn't seek for a one-of-a-kind dress because they made one. Who do you think made all the clothes for the family? Have you ever seen an old Western where there were racks of clothes anywhere? Oh. Well, that, I gotta say, explains a lot. Now, according... Let's see, we'll do I guess these in order. They're not that long. According to those two that we were just watching, Milo and by the way, hit the like, share the show. It's Hal Sparks Megaworldwiide. Patreon.com/Hal Sparks. Thank you so much to our patrons for making the show exist on the regular, and our super chatters and the occasional bits and stars we get from Twitch and Facebook, which are, invaluable, even in their value, their direct value. According to the people we were just watching in that last video, this fellow, I'm blitzing on his name, is bombing Venezuela and trying to build Trump Plaza Gaza and bombing Iran because he is a closeted gay man who is taking out his anger towards his mother on the world. That's shit. So let's see. This is Trump speaking at the New Year's celebration, which I think is where he does the Somali rant.
And that means a lot of good things. Factories are being built right now as we speak all over the country. And
no, they're not.
it's really exciting to see.
We lost, 40,000 manufacturing jobs this year already?
So I think we're going to do well. You saw 4.3. They were predicting 1.9. 4.3. We've taken in hundreds of billions of dollars in tariffs. We gave the military...
We've lost trillions of dollars in economic power, but we've taken in hundreds of billions in tariffs, which were paid by American companies. By the way, mid-size corporate bankruptcies through the roof.
The entire military, $1,776. $1,776, that's not bad. We're extremely happy. But we're doing great as a country. We're back.
Oh, by the way, this was a house, like a housing stipend they were supposed to give, and they just made it an arbitrary number. It was either 2,000 or 1,500, and they were arguing about how much, so they made it 1,776, so it would be this performative garbage.
We're strong. I didn't think it could happen this fast. It's happening a lot faster than anybody would have thought possible. We have a lot of leaders here, great leaders like Tom Emmer. I watched him on television. He was talking about Somalia today. Where's Tom? He was talking about the Somalian population, and not very nicely. He was not nice. But that's okay. It isn't mine. Where's Tom? He's great. What a great leader he is. We need you in Minnesota. We need you in Minnesota.
What's the feedback there? That's amazing.
It's actually in Washington. Big, powerful congressman, but you did a great job.
Oh, he's talking in the singer's mic, it seems like, and they've got a delay and nobody's taking it off.
Thank you very much. We all appreciate it because we want to take back our country. Can you imagine? They stole $18 billion. That's just what we're learning about. That's peanuts. In California is worse. Illinois is worse.
Nope.
Sadly, New York is worse. A lot of other places. So we're going to get to the bottom of all of it. It was a giant scam. Other than that, we're going to have a great New Year. Actually, I view that as a reason for a good New Year because we're going to get to the bottom of it. We're going to get that money back. It's all.
Yeah, well, if we'd get to the bottom of his corruption, but there is no bottom. I mean, no offense to Tucker.
I want to just do something very special. This is very different. There's a young lady named Vanessa, who's one of the greatest artists anywhere in the world. To me, she's
She's going to live paint as the event goes on.
one of the greatest. In fact, she did something last night that was incredible. She can paint slowly a beautiful portrait for the White House, or she can paint the most incredible painting in literally 10 minutes. And she's a speed painter, and she's a great painter.
She's a speed painter, but I'm sure she could do it slower. Maybe she can.
I think she's one of the great living artists. And I said, do you think you'd be able to stay and interrupt the music for a couple of minutes and show them something special, and draw something really special? I don't know what it is, but draw something really special. And if it's
Draw.
really good, what I thought I'd do is come back up and I'll auction it off, and I'll start with a certain number. But we have money in this room. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So we'll maybe auction it off afterwards.
Yes, we understand it's a Great Gatsby kind of gathering, and there are no poor people there. We get it. Yeah. Except maybe the band, I guess.
But I think you're not going to really believe what you're going to see, because I've never seen anything like it. So if you could just pay a little attention, because it's very different. It's entertainment, but really what it is talk. She's one of the greatest artists anywhere in the world. Vanessa, would you please come up? Thank you. Vanessa, thank you.
She's one of the greatest artists anywhere in Mar-a-Lago currently at this moment within 15 feet of me. That was magic. That was magic. I feel like I learned so much. And then he comes back out and auctions off what she painted, which I think he's well. We'll see. I think he's upset that it isn't him. Hold on. Oh, it's Jesus. Or me if I continue to let my beard grow out. It's a, you know.
Here we go. Is that amazing? Is that amazing?
Yes, nothing says the reason for the season like a gold portrait of Jesus. A gold portrait of Jesus. Who is that? Is that Ted Nugent back in, 73 or?
I don't know how you do that.
I think she uses her hands. I don't know. I didn't watch the video. It could have been some other way.
She's got portraits of me in the White House, and they're the best. I've replaced a lot of people with those portraits. I've had the greatest painters. The White House recommends a list of 10 painters, and honestly, we use them. But this is the one that did the best painting, so I tell you that because these people.
Yeah, because hers are abstract and everybody else wants to paint a picture of what you actually look like.
Loaded with cash, just so you know. If you want to get a portrait, I would call Vanessa. So I'm going to start off. You know what we'll do? Eric Trump, do you have a favorite charity? Yes.
Yeah, you mean the one he got busted skimming from? I think it was St. Jude's. And it is the reason why the Trump family can't operate a charity in New York State anymore.
What would you like?
Sorry, just ask him which charity he can skim the most from.
Give it to. So we're going to do on behalf of Eric Trump. Don, do you have a favorite charity? He's with Eric. Well, he's always been. They've been good. That was a smart thing. That's good. St. Jude's is great, and we'll do also half to the sheriff.
Yeah, you're still paying off his fines.
Is that okay? So we're going to auction it off, and I'll start at $100,000. Okay?
Of Eric's money, which he already owes them.
And honestly, just if you want, but I actually think it's worth much more than that. And she's the hottest. How much? Who is that? Oh, Anthony. The man started off with one truck. He ended up selling his company for $4 billion. He had 5,000 trucks. How long did it take you to make $4 billion, Anthony? About 50 years? So 250,000 is paid us but that's right. Anthony, we love you. How much? 300,000. Thank you very much. 500,000. Oh, you're a good artist. 500,000.
We're just seeing active bribery go on.
Hussein. What? 550. Hussein. Thank you very much.
Sorry, a guy named Hussein just paid 550 for, or bid 550. They're bidding on the gold portrait of Jesus.
50. Thank you very much. Mr. Wordine. What? 1 million. Whoa. He's the biggest guy on Wall Street, so it's peanuts. He's the biggest guy on Wall Street. Don't let that red hat fool you. He wears that so that he sort of takes people by surprise before he plucks the money out of their wallets, right?
Jesus Christ! Yeah, don't trust somebody wearing a red hat, one of these MAGA hats. Obviously, they're crooks. He wears that so he could pick your pocket. Yeah, that's why he's at your party, and real maggots aren't.
So anyway, thank you very much. 1 million. 2 million? 2 million. Whoa. 2 million. 2 million. Wow. Did you see what I mean? Did I tell you these people? And yet that's peanuts. Anybody, no? I'll sign it if you give more.
Back to 100K.
Are there any other bids? Any other bids? Yes, ma'am. 2 million. 2 million 5. 2 million 5. 5 million. 5 million or 2 million 5?
She said 2 million 5.
2 million 5. That's it. That's her husband looked at her and said, "What the hell is that all about?" 5 million. Eddie.
No, and he went, "What the hell's that all about?" And she was like, "He's a deaf old fart."
And we have 2 million 5. 2 million 5. Anybody upping it? You see what happens here?
This is like him handing out military contracts.
How about that for entertainment?
This is just this is pardons. This is like how he does pardons.
How is that as entertainment? We get great musicians, everything else. But I saw this. She did something for us last night. She created a work of art. It was so incredible. I said, "Could you come and do it again?" Right, John? And she was a hit. Did you notice? I said, "No, let them stand on the floor." They want. Not one person left the floor. You notice that, John, right? He's the one put.
Yeah, that's not true.
This big
Somebody went to the bathroom. I guarantee it.
tonight. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, or medals. Exactly, Ali.
Tonight. And you're invited to stay with us, Vanessa. Okay? All right, we're at 2 million 5. Anybody else? Going once? 2 million 750. Who is it? Oh, I know who that guy is. He's got plenty of games. Vanessa, you don't want to know about some of these guys. 2 million 750.
Yeah, just Epstein co-conspirators that are in the crowd.
Do I hear a 3 million? Yeah. Do I hear 3 million? It's going to St. Jude's. It's going to the sheriff's office. Sheriff's department. Huh? Yes, who, what? Yes? Yes? Don't do it if it's too much. Don't do it if we have to see a chapter filing tomorrow morning. Ladies and gentlemen,
If anybody knows about that.
our outstanding Palm Beaches and a file for chapter has been too much. Not bad. So we have 2 million.
750,000. Yeah. 2,750,000 man, woman, camera, TV.
We have 2,750,000. Do we have anything else? Any other bid? I want to thank you. Come on up on the stage. Come on up here. Come on up. I think you made a good deal, actually.
Yeah, because he's going to cut you a fucking slice off of some contract someplace That's what everybody's there doing it. Everybody that even bid on that thing is going to get, some sort of government graft out of this hang. I mean, they already are, arguably, because this is them rewarding him. They've already gotten paid.
Come on up. That's great. How about that? Did you ever sell one of your paintings for that? No? Whoa, look at this guy. This guy is good. He's a good man, a very successful guy, too.
What's his name?
I want to thank you very much.
What's your name again?
It's a very nice outfit. I like this outfit. Thank you very much. It's actually even more beautiful up close.
You mean the money?
So you were just amazed by that. That's right. We thank you very much. And the charity thanks you very much. Thank you very much.
I did all this work for St. Jude's and they won't do anything to fix my brain.
You have a good time tonight. I appreciate it.
Yeah, have a good time tonight and enjoy the painting. Stare at it and go, fuck, I wish you hadn't assigned it. We could sell it for a lot.
Get this guy's number. She's got that's
What's his name? I mean, you're pretending that you know him. So it's difficult. It's socially awkward. This guy, I love this guy. This guy, hey, him, you know him. He got him pronouns. That guy. I love this guy and his wife. She, you know her and him. They're both here. They're here. Yeah. Look at both of them. They are both here. Him and her. It's great. They're such good people. Both of them. Him and her.
how many years? 6 years. Congratulations. It's a beautiful.
And they said it wouldn't last.
Couple. Beautiful couple, right?
Wait, she married the painter?
Thank you, everybody, very much.
All right, thank you, guys. Thank you, press. Thank you, press.
Don't try to kiss the big guy.
Thank you, press.
Thank you, press. Now they get everybody out of there because they don't want you to see them making the real deals, as it were. Yeah. All right. Now, the next thing I want to jump to, we haven't done a lot of, 2025 wrap up stuff or any of that thing. Cause I do my New Year's resolutions on my birthday. So I don't even think of New Year's as my new year, but I do like have one New Year's resolution that I kind of keep to myself. One of them is, I'm working on putting a machine together. It'll be good. But there are a few people who have done these kind of wrap-ups. And one of them was The Mess and his wife, Debbie, and The Mess D'Souza. And they're prognosticating the 2026 midterms and the potential impact of Trump's economic agenda. This is where they're like, don't worry about the poll numbers now because things are going to be so awesome. That's my guess. What do you think?
We were both concerned that Trump was doing things in the opposite order that he did the last time.
Mm-hmm.
So
he was ruining the economy like he did with COVID in the first year instead of the last year.
First Trump won, he did tax cuts first, and he did some tariffs later. This time, he appeared to flip. The tariffs kicked into effect in 2025. The tax cut, or at least the extension of the
by and large, they didn't. There's so many. The tariff policy has so many holes in it. It's like Swiss cheese. It's absurd, which has a huge tariff on it.
The Trump tax cut doesn't go until 26.
Right.
So we thought, did he get things kind of out of whack here? But once again, Trump is like, watch me. And we're starting to see a major turnaround.
Yeah.
And by the way, the real benefits of...
Yes, we had low unemployment, rising wages, inflation was coming down, and we're seeing that turn around, yeah.
The big, beautiful bill don't kick in till January. So you've heard Besant say, and I have too, that if you think that there are signs of a turnaround in 25, like just wait for 26.
Right.
Yeah, keep waiting. Wait till 27, and then, And I mean, not till 28 is the real. I mean, by 2032, you should see some impact from.
I think this is really why I have never been panicked or freaked out about the midterms,
because you've got money and both of you don't give a shit, and you make more money when your party's out of power, because that's how you operate.
If we see an engine of economic growth in 26, a vindication of Trump, people are not going to vote against Trump because, Candace Owens is fighting with some kook over here, or, in other words, people are going to be looking at their own lives, and they're looking to see if their cities are safer, which, as you know, when we went to Washington, D.C., we could see National Guardsmen walking around the place.
Yes, it was like a scene out of fucking Starship Troopers. We could just see it. Like, there were soldiers on the street. I felt so safe, It felt so American,
Seemed much safer than before. So if you see safety, you see prosperity, and then you see a leader who actually acts like a leader. I mean, I think of it. Trump has cabinet meetings on TV.
Yes, and he falls asleep in the middle of them.
And they go around the table. It's like, what did you do?
Well, sir, I kissed your ass like he kissed your ass. And you kissed his ass, and he kissed your ass after that, and kissed his ass and kissed your ass. Yeah.
Since the last meeting.
Well, as you know, Trump acts like a CEO of a corporation. I mean, that's...
Well, yeah, one that's declared 6 bankruptcies.
So start there, right? That's how he approaches things. That's how he runs America.
Right.
So he's the CEO.
Yeah, except the CEO can fire employees if they're not producing. You can't fire the poor, even though that's what Trump seems to be trying to do.
CEO of America. He just happens to be the president of America, but he runs it like he's the CEO of America.
No, he doesn't.
And so he is very very much on
stupid
the economic. I would like to see the Republicans really tout the crime issue. The cities that are blue, that are falling apart, that have homelessness out, what? Why don't Republicans ever talk about those things?
Because states' rights, and it's a local issue, and the cities go through these phases because that's, again, cities where all the crime is, because they're also where all the movies and coffee and parties are. That's just where all the fucking people are. But per capita, Bakersfield is way more dangerous than Los Angeles is, say, because you're more likely to be killed in Bakersfield than you ever are in Los Angeles.
Talk about the crime rate in those.
Because if you start bringing it up, people will bring up per capita, and then Trump will have to defend what they're saying by saying...
And when you say per capita, there's many per capitas. It's like per capita relative to what?
Cities.
They will talk about crime sometimes as a abstraction.
Yeah, but why don't they show
I'm
it?
tough on crime. But what you're saying is, in this age of...
Those outfits are a crime.
Of memes and social media and videos, just do a contrast.
That's right.
In which you have a running camera, let's say down the streets of San Francisco, which is Democratic city, and then you have a running camera down the streets of, say, Chattanooga, Tennessee, Republican.
That's a great idea. And then compare the economic output and the tax base in both of those places. And see that San Francisco produces more wealth than 7,000 Chattanoogas. And Chattanooga's entire social safety net is paid for by San Francisco. And then take your camera and give yourself a colonoscopy, you tit.
City. Look at the difference. It's so stark.
Or St. George, the Woodlands, places that are they're beautiful and clean and
small and rural and have almost no industry.
And no crime, hardly,
Right.
Hardly. I mean, meth houses and interpersonal murders and, Murdoch kind of deaths all the time. But yeah.
The crime comes from the cities, right? From the nearby cities. The criminals come into those cities.
Sorry, that's the end of it? That's the clip. Did they go to an ad? What the hell was that?
Since 19...
Oh, Jesus Christ. Did they run ads and come back to this? Or oh, this is just like that. This is the same business model that Bill O'Reilly has. Like, the video is 5 minutes and half of it is whatever the fuck this is. Get some gold. Get yourself some pretty rocks. That's what you want. Let me tell you what, chat room. You might think that putting your money in a bank is a good idea and participating in the normal currency system that a society operates in. But what happens when the end comes and everybody's paying everybody with food or sexual favors? What other currency will there be? Well, get yourself a pile of pretty rocks, and especially coins made from pretty rocks, so you can John Wick your way through an Ayn Rand future. That's right, gold. You can't eat it. Buy yourself a bunch of it and sit on it. You can, and when the end times comes, you can use it to put on your furniture to make it all shiny. All right. Shiny gold. Get you some. Why would you want to just be in a functioning civilization when you can have pretty rocks? And scene. Thank you. All right. I gotta go. Okay, one last thing. I want to jump into this, and then I got to get going. We're going to leave in like 15 minutes. So wish me luck trying to get through this. Apparently AI is an elitist plot, and you know I loves me some elitist plot. Now, I think it should just be elitist plots. I'm going to plots. And this is why the government cannot control AI.
There is some talk now from the congressional leaders that are trying to insert federal preemption of state AI laws into the National Defense Authorization Act. That's the NDAA.
They already did.
And this is legislative trickery, honestly. The president has come out and said that we are not going to be able to beat China if we have a whole bunch of regulation. And in some ways, he's right. The breaking news today, and I want to read it to you. House Majority Leader Steve Scalise announced that Republicans are looking to resurrect federal preemption of state AI laws by attaching it to the National Defense Authorization Act.
Because it's a must pass.
This latest attempt to subvert state guardrails comes as the AI chatbot is hearing and happening. The AI chatbot hearing is happening live on Capitol Hill. In July, preemption failed.
Wait, sorry, are they bringing AI chatbots down to Capitol Hill to talk? Wouldn't that be exciting?
99-1, a vote in the Senate. Below is a statement from the FLI on both the AI chatbot hearing as well as the latest attempt to federally preempt AI state AI laws. Okay, so what is happening? You have...
Oh boy. Here comes the world's dumbest explanation for something that should be either relatively simple or very complex.
You have a couple of things happening.
Okay, both.
The United States government right now knows that AI is the future. Donald Trump is...
I believe that AI is the future. Treat it well or it turns a Terminator. Make sure it doesn't blow us all away.
Doing an exceptional job of creating a path for America to lead in this technology. If we don't lead in this technology, we fail disastrously.
Okay, like all the countries that you're worried about leading in terms of AI, specifically China, Russia, which is way behind, and the Middle East, they all have automatic caps on what their AI will be allowed to or able to do. Because they have social architecture built on top of it. America and the West will have a head start in all these areas because we don't have those limitations. You can criticize your government. You can speak openly. You have relatively robust free speech laws. So you can create LLMs that can be more responsive no matter what. That is the head start we have, not the fucking chips.
We are a country that will be in the dustbin. Anybody who is not leading, like Europe, it's over. Europe is so far behind AI. They're absolutely over. They will depend on us, okay? But we have to win.
So they'll be in our dustbin. So,
and Putin said 20 years ago, whoever gets to AGI first, they'll rule the world.
Okay, whoever AGI will be its own consciousness. In theory, the big concern is that AGI will rule whatever country creates it. That's why everybody hasn't raced as fast towards it. Why they're trying to build like LLMs and chatbots and all these kind of variants of it, or localized AIs is more like the focus now, because the benefit of reaching AGI is questionable.
And that's absolutely true. But there are so many dangers. We cannot just run blindly into this. We didn't run blindly into the nuclear weapon.
Yeah, we did. Russia and America released dozens of nuclear bombs, and all but 2 of them were on their own soil.
When we
bombed the fuck out of Nevada and Arizona.
Did the Manhattan Project. There was a lot of talk and a lot of restriction on what we could do.
Also, by the way, AI is not a weapon. It could be weaponized, but they were building a nuke specifically. They weren't building like nuclear power plants and then went, oh my God, we could also make a bomb. They started with the bomb.
When they
he's fucking stupid.
Set that thing off. Scientists at the time said there's a 5% chance that it will cause it will be a trigger of a chain reaction that will set all of the air on fire in the envelope of Earth. And so, they were like, okay, 5%, that's pretty high because that's catastrophic. And they were like, yeah, it's 5%, but 95% chance that it didn't. And we knew we had to get there. And
it didn't matter if somebody else was working on it. And it was a 5% chance. It was a 5% chance no matter who does it. So even the Russians knew this. The Chinese, the Israelis, India, Pakistan, anybody who eventually got to testing a nuclear weapon could arguably cross that 5% threshold. At that point, once the technology exists, it doesn't matter who has it. Because as it expands, that envelope of 5% grows, as a categorical possibility with every country that there's like an overlapping of that 5% that raises the possibility 12, 15%. It's actually not a percentage. It's probably closer to 0.5%. I think it's 0.5% is really, I don't know where the fuck you got 5%, but let's just play along with this dipshit.
They were pretty sure it wouldn't do that, okay? As it turned out, it didn't. Everyone will tell you now, almost anyone, the people who are leading the search for AGI and ASI will tell you there is no way to control it. So it's the exact opposite. Maybe there's 5.
Right. So the first country to create it might destroy themselves instantaneously. And the rest of us might be spent categorically fighting whatever AGI they create. But it's like who releases a dragon is the one that's going to be in charge. But we don't control the dragon. So who the fuck? It doesn't matter who releases it.
Percent that say, no, it's not the
It doesn't make you safe. It's not like, oh, you can't eat me. You're my dragon. It doesn't work that way.
End of humanity if we get there. Okay. Maybe 5%. No, humans will survive if we get there. Now, there is a debate on whether or not we're going to get there or not.
Oh, fuck me, I'm so bored. There's such a level of stupid that it becomes intolerable after a certain point. Okay, we'll quickly jump to this one last video. We'll deal with Friday AI this week and address with Rob Glenn some of the the year in review of 2025 and the new robots coming online at such an enormous clip that I was watching iRobot, which kind of sucks, but is kind of enjoyable to watch. It's like it's one of those movies where if I turn off part of my brain, I can enjoy it. But if I am critical at all, I'm like, But there's the scenes where those kind of like relatively clunky robots that everybody uses are all walking around, and one of them's like running and it's carrying a purse, and the hero thinks it stole the purse, and really it's just running this woman her inhaler because she's having an asthma attack and she forgot her inhaler at home. And that's going to be so normal, so much faster. And that movie is supposedly set in Chicago in 2036. And but for the architectural changes and like how the cars are all magnetic and do that kind of like Fifth Element parking stuff that they do, a lot of that is going to be true even quicker. So anyways, let's jump in with our second favorite pseudo fascist Christian Reich member with brand new rape charges, by the way. Yeah, he's been charged, it'll be up to a jury whether he's guilty or not, but he's got more charges. Just throwing that out there because it's true. Okay, this is the no one noticed this about the Charlie Kirk assassination. Nobody. I think hasn't everybody been picking every part of this part?
That doesn't fit the profile of what you are thinking of, right?
No, I'm not. It doesn't. No.
Gender furry is going to go out there and disassemble, reassemble a rifle, pick a spot.
Why? He grew up a maggot. You can't come to that like openness later in life after growing up inside a very militaristic family. What are you talking about?
To shoot.
They're. You don't think they're like 13-year-old jihadi kids that learned in a summer how to do that? How complicated do you think this shit is, dummy?
Guy from.
Firstly, any time that anyone gets shot, it's never a lone gunman. It's never a lone gunman.
It's most of the time it's a lone gunman. Most of the time someone is shot, it's a single shooter. There are gang drive-bys, but even in drive-bys, there's usually one shooter and 3 people in the fucking car. Almost always, it's one person shooting another person or a couple of other people.
It's never a lone gunman. And then
it's almost always a lone gunman. Columbine was one of the anomalies in school shooters because there were 2 of these fuckers. But everywhere else, every time a guy went postal, as we used to call it when I was growing up, because it was always postal employees, when somebody went postal, it was one fucking dude. It was a disgruntled employee.
It would be obviously beneficial to get your insights on this. Like, it just seems to me implausible that anyone that's not extremely competent and experienced would be able to take and get a shot like that, dismantle a rifle and
What? Oh, sorry. No wind, open field, big scope, steady target, sitting still. What do you mean? Go shoot at something. Go target shoot. If he aimed at his head or his heart and he hit here or hit partially in his neck, that he missed in the same window that somebody would miss hitting at a static target. Charlie Kirk wasn't fucking running. This isn't the Zapruder film, you moron.
Disappear into a crowd unless they had.
Sorry, and disappear into a crowd? What happened?
Shot like that, dismantle a rifle and disappear into a crowd.
He didn't disappear into the crowd. He ran out the other side. The crowd was on this side of the building. He went that way, disappeared into a fucking parking lot, and he ran across the street. Dude, we all saw the video. What the fuck's wrong with you? I don't mind having a conspiracy theory, but at least let it play out in some version of reality.
Unless they had. If I was to do that, if I was going to.
If I was to do that, in this outfit.
Go and kill someone, find a site where I've got a good eye line, get a shot off, get rid of it, unpack it. I think I would need a little bit of training.
No, you wouldn't. You'd need 3 months of ruminating on it. It's not hard. especially with a rifle like that. That's like a practice hunting rifle. It's like shooting a staked deer. It's not hard.
He put it back together too, like the gun. Took it apart, put it back together. Allegedly,
Yeah. Was it with a screwdriver or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, look, if it's got two parts and you tighten a bolt on it, that's not assembling it with a fucking screwdriver. He wasn't putting together IKEA furniture, you fucking moron.
I mean, how far was that shot again?
I think 150.
Yeah. So I think
nothing. That's a nothing shot. I could show somebody how to make that shot in an afternoon, and you would come back the following week and make the same shot.
for people, 150 is not far, and you don't have to be so highly trained,
right,
to hit.
It's not far.
No, not with a rifle. I mean, I get, from my perspective, no. As a sniper, that's not even like a sniper shot. That's just a basic marksman shot.
Yeah, it's like, again, you can go deer hunting and hit something, and the deer is moving or could move.
You should.
This guy was sitting in a fucking chair.
Be able to hit. So to give you, in terms like in the Marine Corps, everybody's a rifleman, so everybody has to qual in the range. But you have Marines that don't. Their specific job is not to carry a gun. It's not to go into war. They do sort of the background stuff, but they are still required to go to the range once
Cops do that too.
or twice a year to qualify, and they make shots up to 500 yards. These are people that don't use rifles barely
ever. Well, this is so right. Yes, exactly. That's why this whole thing is stupid.
But they are still qualifying with that rifle and able to hit their target. So when you come down to 150 yards, no, it does not take a qualified marksman to hit that shot. But I will say, with the planning and the disassembly, reassembly of the rifle, even picking a spot ahead of time to go shoot from, that definitely takes some training.
No, it doesn't. Thomas Crooks didn't have any. And again, what do you mean training? There's fucking YouTube videos on it, stupid.
I mean, even to disassemble a gun takes some training.
No, it doesn't. It takes practice. You buy it. It's got an instruction manual. There are YouTube videos. You just do it over and over and over again until you've got it. Like, this is so fucking aggravating.
You were given those data points, like someone is going to kill a high-profile public figure in a public space from a rooftop with this type of rifle at this type of distance. What profile emerges in your mind of the...
Obviously, they've got like rock hard pecs and lats. Definitely not gay or anything even remotely gay adjacent. Nothing even in the big gay zip code. Probably neck beard. Probably a MAGA tattoo. I got to be definitely a lot of American flags turned either sideways or upside down. I mean, I wouldn't put one of the Jan Sixers on it because it's hard to lay in a sniper position with that kind of bloat. But
person. And is it like a 22-year-old guy who lives with a furry and he...
Hey, asshole. How old do you think most infantrymen are? And by the way, do you think they're all straight?
Queer and stuff and is into trans issues. That's the problem I'm having.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't fit the profile of what you are thinking of.
That's the problem with your fucking profile.
Right. Some transgender furry is going to go out there and, disassemble or reassemble a rifle, pick a spot to shoot a guy from. But
also, again, grew up in a maggot gun-friendly family, which had just like Thomas Crooks.
I would also say that's not out of the realm of a possibility.
Because you could just go, right, he's going to be doing a tournament event in Utah.
Yeah, maybe he took that rifle. He's like, hey, I'm going to go practice real quick. 150 yards. Boom, got it. I'm good to go. The gun's sighted in. And I'm going to go take my chances. I will say, just the act of doing that, of getting up there, lining up those sights on Charlie and taking that shot. I mean, if it's his first time, which it sounds like it was his first time shooting somebody, that's a huge moment, right? Because I'm sure he was nervous. The whole crowd's there. He's getting ready to do this thing, which he might have had that thing dialed in.
Also, that's how all that's why a lot of school shooters killed themselves, because it's their first time killing somebody too. But they walk in and they're damn efficient at first, but the people don't die like they think they will. They see them suffer, and then they end up killing themselves because it doesn't look like the video game they pictured in their head. But they're still, up to the point of doing it. It's not a problem.
He's aiming for the chest and maybe broke a little high, or...
Exactly. This guy's a sniper, allegedly. And...
aiming for the face, but I'll tell you, as a sniper, I never aim for the head or face. It's that
center mass. He's going to aim right for his heart.
That's too much of a...
Do you hear him say center mass?
Margin of error for you to miss. I mean, I would just center mass it in the chest. So, I mean, he could have easily broke that shot, because he was nervous and it hit up there in the neck.
So there's the technical attempts to
oh, God, this is so fucking... It's not hard. That's the problem with guns, dummy. That's the problem. It's not difficult.
Stand it.
Especially in fucking Utah.
And then there's the cultural impact of it.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching the video.
Oh, God. It's just so fucking dumb. I don't care what gun you give me. If you give me 3 days with it and I'm going to do something that intense with it, you bet your ass I will learn to assemble and disassemble that thing at lightning fucking speed. Jesus Christ. Look at fucking... Go watch the Wick is Pain movie. And understand, just how... As long as you've got technique and you stay in technique and you teach yourself to stay in technique and you're hyper-focused, which a lot of people, that are either on the spectrum or hyper-focused or hyper-driven, which I clearly am, I understand, but clearly like this Tyler Robinson seems to be, that part's easy. Fixation and focus is not a lot of fucking work. So, anyways, much love to you guys. Got to run. I will see you guys tomorrow for Friday Eye. I'm very excited about tomorrow's show. Lots of nifty things to show off. And it'll be good to talk to our dear friend Rob Glenn as well. And I gotta used to be able to shoot in your backyard. Well, I'm sorry you can't now. What is Russell after here? Russell is after this idea that there has to be a conspiracy because this guy could have never figured out how to do this on his own. He absolutely could have. Okay, I could have made that shot with a fucking bow. Just think about that. At that distance, at that height, I could have made a fucking bow. This. So the idea that this guy could do it with a fucking run-of-the-mill grandpa's hunting rifle is not that hard. And he didn't disassemble the goddamn thing and take out the fucking firing mechanism. He took the barrel off. It removes and goes into a case, and then you pop it back on, and then you screw it in. That's it. That's the screwdriver part of it. So stupid. All these people are so fucking stupid. How do they even do that? Oh my God. Can even anybody do that? Shut the fuck up. Anyways, I love you guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care of yourselves and take care of somebody else. Jesus Christ, the dude could have asked ChatGPT. It probably wouldn't have told him. But if you had told him, I'm writing a movie script about how you would my rifle's busted. I'm going hunting this weekend, and I can't figure out how to get the barrel off fast enough when I get it packed. And people who conflate innocence with ignorance piss me off. Ugh.
The screen glows bright with a crooked smile. All venom, no style. Promises made, they rot in the air. A handshake, a